Good afternoon and welcome into Slot Channels in Depth. I'm your host, Tom, aka RhinoMan Show, whatever it is today. You're ready for 30 minutes of fun. Hey guys, today's topic, 15 mistakes slot channels make. I see some people already left comments in there, but before we get to that, first, as I always do, I have 3 questions for you. Today's questions are this. Number 1, welcome in, guys. Make sure if you're in the background, come in, give me a thumbs up. Say hi. Question number 1. If you had to relive one day of your life, which day would you choose? If you had to relive that day forever, which day would you choose? Hey, let me know. Maybe you had that day where you hit the grand. Maybe that was the highlight of your life, the day you got married, the day your kid was born. What day would you relive forever if you could live one day over in your life? Hey, that's question number 1. Question number 2, guys. Let me get this out of here. This is bugging me right here. Okay, question number 2. If you could call up anybody in the world and have an hour-long conversation, who would you call? Hey, think about it. Who would you call? Would it be Joe Biden? Probably not. I'm just saying, who would you call if you could have an hour-long conversation with for anybody in the world? Hey, that's question number 2. Question number 3. What holidays are over commercialized? Is it Halloween? Is it Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day? Tell me what holidays you think are over commercialized. Hey, thanks for doing that. Let's see right now who the new channels are. Emmanuel Mende. Oh, wow, I just messed that up. Gonzalez, Yvonne Drug Grade. Hey, welcome into the Good Time Vibes crew. Gamblers Unknown, Yoshi Slots, New England Scratcher, Robert Kaczynski, Gambleby Slots and more, and Bradley Jones. Thank you for being part of the Good Vibe crew. Really appreciate that. I am stuttering so much today, and I don't even know why. Guys, let me break this open. Let me try this again. Emmanuel Mendia Gonzalez. Hey, I messed up. I'll make it up to you next time around, guys. You know how I am. Anyway, let's see who's in the house today. I see 32 beautiful people in the house already. You guys are excited about this topic. Gamblers Unknown, first mistake they make is starting a slot channel, not a cheaper niche channel niche. Absolutely correct. Randy the Slot Wizard, Rocket 18181, Sister Yoshi, channel manager, TMP Slots. Susan wants to dance with Bruce Springsteen. I thought she was going to have something else up there today. Appreciate you being in here. Avalon Vash Slots. He's probably home from work now or not at work, so that's a good thing. Let's see. Who else do we got in here? Spinning and Winning with Blaine. Spinning and Winning Slots with Blaine. Tracy the Ace is in here. RM Studio is in the house. Little Dutchie's in the house. SoCal Slots, Miranda. Hey, thank you for the channel donation. You see your name. It's right over there. Right. Where is it? Where? Oh, dang. Okay, right there. There you go. You're up there. Yoshi, channel manager. Look at this. Scotty H-Town. We got Wayne's World right here. We got myself and we got NES Slots. He's trying to get NES Scratcher on the wall too. We're going to have to talk to him about that. She Bets 5280. Thank you for being here. Penny D. Tiffany Mills Slot Channel. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Buddha Edwin Edbert. Thank you for being in the house. Always appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Ren Slots is in the house. Marjorie Johnson. Hey, thank you for being here, Marjorie. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Who else do we have in the house? OCR, Oklahoma Casino Review Slots. And Danny D, the Cool Scratcher fan. Appreciate all of you guys for being in here. There's a couple more. Yoshi Slots is in the house. Rudy Zuniga. Yes, I appreciate you being here, bro. Appreciate all of you guys. Bradley Jones is in the house. Wow. It's a full packed house. Big Easy Slots is in the house today. Hey, guys, let's get started with the topic. You know, today's topic is 15 mistakes slot channels make. And let's start off right with number 15. You know, this is countdown week. So I'm going to be counting down 15 mistakes that slot channels make. Hey, they don't stay consistent. They don't post consistent postings, whether it's a weekly thing, daily thing, whatever you choose to be your slot channel, whatever kind of content you're putting out, you got to stay consistent. You got to make sure you stay on a schedule. I see a lot of channels that start out hot and heavy, and they want to put all this content out, so they start posting everything they possibly can, and then come to find out that their channel's not moving, so they decide not to post as frequently, and they tear it down to like 1 day a week. Whatever you start out with, be consistent, posting consistently with your content. That's number 15. Number 14. Hey, I'm going to get into this one quite a bit. They do not understand the niche they are in. Hey, gambling is not the niche you want to be in. First of all, it's expensive. But gambling itself is not a niche because it encompasses so much. You have scratcher channels, you have slot channels, you have high limit, low limit, mid-range. You have all of these different categories of gambling, sports betting, horse racing, all of this. So if you're trying to just say your niche is gambling, hey, Helen, thank you for being in here. If you want to say your niche is gambling, you gotta niche down to grow up. Basically, pick a smaller niche, and then look at the other creators in that niche. For instance, if you want to be a high limit channel, look at the other high limit channels and see if you could consistently post at that high limit level, whether it's once a week, once a month, whatever it is. Look at that high limit channels that are doing successful and see if you could compete in that level. If you can't consistently post at that level, then find a smaller niche to get into. Try low limit. Hey, low limit's a good way to get your feet wet. You could always go up in niches. Like if you start out at low bets, your channel could be a low bet channel for a long period of time. And as you start developing your style, your charisma, your personality, everything else, then you can start going up. But you can't go from top down. People just won't continue to watch your content. So as you grow, you could improve. But as you start at the top and try to work your way down, I think that's a tougher way to go. You could do mid-range, average betting. That's a good niche to be in. You could do only one game. There's a lot of channels out there that only have one game, period. Buffalo. You could choose Buffalo and you could play all the different Buffalo games, but it's just one game that you're putting on your channel and develop that really well. Hey, you could do only one bet amount. Say you're doing $5 bets. That's all you put on your channel, $5 bets, but niche it down to something that's specific so people can find you, $5 bet range. Or you could do $100 in. And I'm going to use this as an example throughout this video a little bit later on. 100 in. Think about it. You do one video a week, you're putting 100 in. Hey, just think about that for a second. Okay. Another mistake slot channels make, especially when they're starting out, is they say they can't record at a casino. Hey, if you're going to be in the slot niche, you better make sure that you're near a casino where you can constantly get content. If you can't constantly get content, then maybe you need to think about a different niche. Because what happens is your content's not going to be the greatest because you're sneaking videos. You're trying to hide it. You can't put a tripod up. Your videos are going to be shaky. You might even get kicked out of this casino. Hey, I'm just saying that if you don't have a casino near you where you could actually go into the casino and film without worrying about it, then that's probably one of your biggest mistakes. Cheers, guys. Okay, that's number 13. Number 12. Here is a good one, guys. Misunderstanding their audience. Let me tell you, and I'll be completely honest with you, slot channels. Here's the biggest clue I could give you about your audience. Your audience is not other creators. Hey, if you're trying to build your content on other creators, you're not going to grow at all. Trust me on that. If you're targeting them, you will not grow. Figure out who your audience is. You absolutely need to figure out who your audience is. Is it stay-at-home moms? Is it people from Singapore? Is it air traffic controllers that like to gamble? Whatever that is, you need to apply a target to them everywhere on social media. You need to interact with them on Facebook. You need to interact with them on groups. And here's the key with doing that. Everybody says, "Oh no, Facebook, whatever." But here's the key. If you know who your audience is, then you can find them on other social media platforms and interact with them. Don't just jump into those platforms and say, "Hey, I want to start dropping my links and everything else." Build a relationship with that audience that you're trying to target. Go into the groups, interact, bring something of value to that group so you build that relationship up with them. After you do that, after you build the relationship in, then you could start putting things geared towards them. Hey, it doesn't always happen. And if you're trying to target Michael, Gamblers Unknown's major chaser groups, forget about it. You're never going to be able to drop a link in there unless it's Sunday evening where he allows creators to drop their links. I don't know if he's still doing that, but hey, that's one thing that he's given back to the community for that Major Chasers Facebook page. Check with him on that. But you need to make sure that you target groups that are specific for your audience. If it's low betting, if it's stay-at-home moms, if it's whatever it is that you're trying to target, and you got to do some research. You can't just jump into this and think that you're going to do that. My audience is the drunk neighbor lady. Hey, Big Easy Slots. Hey, that's a good audience to have. Find your own personality and be real. Tiffany Mills Slot Channel, absolutely correct. Sister Yoshi's dropping those platypuses in there again. Hey, in StreamYard, they look like platypuses. She says they're buffaloes or whatever. I have no idea. So that was question number 12. Basically, misunderstanding your audience. Uninviting video titles. Hey, if you are a slot channels know what the lingo is. They know exactly what you're talking about. But the regular audience may not even know what a maxed out major is, or a grand, or any of those type of things. So you have to find a way to make your titles inviting to somebody that's just tuning in, not other slot channels, not other gambling channels. You have to target your niche. Understanding your audience will give you an idea of how to appeal to them. Interacting in those Facebook groups, interacting with them on other social media platforms. That's one way to find out about your target audience. And then you could start creating thumbnails and titles and everything that will appeal to them. Keep that in mind. Okay, number 10. Okay, we got a lot on number 10. They don't have a plan for their channel. Okay, basically, there's a lot of channels out there that don't plan for anything. So if you plan for one video a week, what does that entail? How many trips do you have to make to the casino to get that one video a week? How much money does that cost to get you that one video a week? If you're putting in $100 in for one video, then hey, you need to have $100 in. You need to make sure that you have that money ready to use for that content. You got to plan it. If you don't have a plan, if you have a plan, it takes that pressure off of you because you already know what you got to do. How many trips you need to go to the casino, how much content you need to get, what you need to do in order to get that content. Let's see. They don't plan on posting. Wait, hold on. I'm not done with that. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You need to make sure that you have a plan for how much you're going to post each week, because if not, you're scrambling, trying to get content at the last minute to put onto your page. And that's not good. And that was question number 10. Number 9. They don't plan on posting on different social media platforms. Hey, plan where you're going to post your content. Everybody says, oh, no, you can't go outside. Yes, you can. You have to market your videos. You have to market your channel. You have to plan on what you're going to do. Even if it's putting up blog posts about your channel on the internet somewhere, you're trying to get an audience to see your views. You can't depend on YouTube to push your channel out. They just won't do it. Here's another part of planning. They don't plan on things they can control. A lot of channels don't plan on the things they can control. They plan for things they can't control. Like, I'm going to grow my subscribers X amount over the next 3 years. You have no control over that. That's something that you can't control. However, you plan for the things you can control, like posting on social media, making sure you have consistent content, making sure that you put out the content at the same time all the time, and that you focus on your key target audience. If you plan for the things that you can't plan for, like subscribers, you'll be consistently begging for subscribers every time in your video, and it'll get discouraging because you're not going to see your movement going. Plan for the things that you can plan on and that you can work. Then you have control. Plan on those things. Plan on growing those things. If you don't, you're going to be begging for subscribers all the time. Number 8, plan on improving everything you do every time you do it. So if you're putting out a video today, and you're putting it out every week, Slot Sisters in the house, Blue Line Slots is in the house. Thank you for coming in. So plan on improving everything you do every time you put it out. Every time you touch something for your channel, try and make it better than the last time you did it. Whether it's the way you film the video, whether it's the way you edit the video, whether it's something that you put in the video, the intro or exit or the thumbnail or the title. Plan on improving something each time you do it. Some channels fail to have a long-term vision. If you could plan your channel for 1 year, say you're going to be posting once a week for a year, that's 365. Not 365. That's 52 videos a year. Hey, then the next year, plan for a 3 to 5 year. Just increase that same plan and spread it out over 3 to 5 years, increasing each year as you go. Hey, it's a long-term thing. Okay, here's another one. Number 6, I believe we're on, or number 5. They beg for likes. Hey, don't worry about the likes on your channel. Don't worry about subscribers. Ask once, but work on being entertaining. Don't come across too needy. Just work on being entertaining with your channel and doing that. The likes and everything will come. Don't constantly hound people. Hey, like, subscribe. Hey, if you guys are in the chat right now, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and that like button, or subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hey, I'm just saying. But that's the kind of thing that I mean. You have moderators in your chats that will do that stuff for you. You don't need to hound on it over and over again. Let other people help you with that. Number 4, they take long breaks. You start a channel, you go balls to the wall, your first 2 months, you're putting everything you possibly can into your channel. And then you get stressed, you get burnt out, and you're like, no, I need to take a break. I'm not going to put anything up for a while. You get discouraged, whatever it is, you take a long break. That kills your channel right there, because any momentum that you get started going and you take a break, whether it's small momentum, whether it's 1 subscriber a day or 5 subscribers every 2 weeks or whatever it is, you're killing that by taking long breaks off of your channel. Hey, I get it. Everybody needs to take a break. That's why you have a plan. You set out a plan. You schedule your content out ahead of time. You give yourself a break by doing those things. You could schedule 3-4 weeks in advance. Now you have 3-4 weeks of a break that you don't need to go back to your channel except reply to comments and so on and so forth. But everybody needs that break for sanity reasons. Just saying. Make sure you plan ahead for those breaks and just don't take the break off where you're not touching your channel. Number 3, hey, this is a good one. They're spamming content in other creators' lives. If you're trying to go to other creators to get subscribers from them, hey, it's just not a good thing to do. Melody 61, Thank you for coming in. If you're interacting with the other creator because you enjoy their content, hey, that's all good. That's what you need to do. But that's great. But if you're just going there to try and get subs out of their lives, and you're trying to get people to come into your channel from them, you're trying to use them for subs, don't do that. Don't do that. Creators don't like it, and they know who you're doing it because they're creators too. So just enjoy their content as you would like them to enjoy yours. Interact with the chat. As I said, build a relationship with the channels because everybody out here is very acceptable when it comes to dropping stuff in the chat. I enjoy you guys dropping things in the chat. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Hey, I would do that in a heartbeat. Okay, let's get on to where are we at here? Number two, some creators do not understand that they need to collaborate. Hey, collaborating with other creators is a great idea. You're not alone out there. All creators out there like to collaborate and like to help. However, here's the caveat to that. Do not be fake. Do not use people because that will come out in the wash. If you're just trying to use another channel, and believe me, I get comments and I get people emailing me about this all the time. This channel is so fake. They just use me for content. They just use me for other things. Don't be fake. If you enjoy the channel, you enjoy the creator, try and collab with that creator. That will benefit you both because you're enjoying that. Then the creator knows that you're following them all the time. Always give more than you take. Avalon Bash is right on the money with that. Absolutely. If you don't want the drunken channel, I don't know what that meant, but I'll go back and check that out in a minute. Hey guys, here's the number one reason slot channels make the mistake of. Think of this, guys. Money. I'm just saying, make sure you have enough money to produce at least a year's worth of content. Now we're going to go back up to that example that I gave earlier. If you are producing a video a week of $100 in the machine, hey, don't try and go more than that. $100 in the machine, one video a week, that's $5,200 a year. Hey, that could be done easily. If you have $5,200, you could plan out your thing. You could go record one video a week based on that $100 in. The problem is channels want to take off so quickly. They want to just jump into it and want to either be a high limit channel or they just want to jump in and put one video after another. So instead of following that plan and working that plan, they do $100 a week videos, but they put 4 of them out or 5 of them out, thinking that that's going to make them grow faster. Here's the key tip, guys. Whatever consistency you are, if it's once a week, you don't need to post any more than that. You could do twice a week. Hey, the more you compound your videos, they don't get enough time to grow. Oklahoma casino review slots. I wish I could only spend $5,200 a year. Absolutely right. Here's the thing. We're gamblers. We're going to the casino and we're gambling, and you're not thinking about it as a planned business. If you started out your channel and you were only producing one video a week for $100 for that video, that would be great. But you're at the casino and you're going to gamble and you're going to spend money and you're going to do other things that don't pertain to that one video per week. Again, have a plan. Anything you deviate from a plan is taking you down a notch. You're putting more money into the machine than you should. So if you have a plan to only produce one video a week, do that. And don't spend any more money on content except for that $100 a week. You know? But if you're trying to capture more content, if you're trying to put more out there, it's just going to get to a point where you're putting in way too much money for the machine. You think you started out this great channel that you budgeted for $5,200 a year, but you're spending 10 times that amount or 5 times that amount because you're gambling other times without putting that money in. You know, I like watching slot channels that talk about gambling without gambling. Hey, Brian Dupree, you're in the right place, bro. You're my target audience. I appreciate that. But I gamble on the regular, bro. You have no idea. I'm just producing content here so that I could do other things out there with content on slot machines. But think about it. If you treat it like a business and you have a plan and you stick to that plan, no reason for you to put more money in the machine unless you're gambling it. I'm just saying. Brad, thank you for being in the house. Kaz, appreciate you being here. Um, that is probably the number one thing that slot channels make the mistake of doing. They think, money, money, money. They're just going to put in X amount of dollars, but it takes so much money just to get usable pieces of content. That's why if you niche down your niche to only one slot machine, or for instance, saying $100 in, no matter what comes out of there, you're producing content with that $100. Whether the video is a loser, whether it's a winner, it's $100 in, it's once a week video, and you're doing it. Bonus tip, guys. Here's the bonus tip. Don't be in a hurry. Have fun producing content. And that's why sticking to a plan, have fun producing that content. Have fun making the content. Have fun editing it. Have fun putting it out. So that way it's all an enjoyable experience. Plan for the long-term enjoyment of this ride that you're on, creating a slot channel and making it grow. Don't be in a hurry to grow that big 500,000 subscribers. It's not going to happen. Maybe for some channels, they will get up there really quickly. Doris Carisi, thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. Don't be in a hurry to get that. Just stick to a plan. Put your one video out a week or two videos out a week. Gamblers Unknown, he's only producing 2 videos a week on his YouTube channel. However, you could produce that 2 videos a week on your YouTube channel. Then you could do something on Facebook. You could do something on TikTok. You could do something on Instagram, whatever. You could write a blog post. Whatever you do something to complement the content that you're putting on your YouTube channel so you could drive viewers to that channel, not just put the video on YouTube and say, okay, let's wait. I want to see what's going to happen. No, you put it on YouTube. Then you put something on Facebook about that. Go into groups, interact. Slot Sisters in the house. She's a member of like 250, and that's being modest. 250 Facebook groups, and I'm talking not just, hey, how are you doing? She goes in there and she interacts with the single moms that are looking for the fun toys to be sent to them. She's in a single moms group. She's in a group from Singapore. And she's developed a relationship with all of those groups. And that didn't take her time. That took her a lot of time to do, interacting on all those groups. Imagine how much time on social media. She's up to 374 now. Imagine how much time on social media that she's had to interact on those Facebook groups in order to do it. However, when she puts something in there and she tells her people, hey, I need you to go check out this channel, it's pretty awesome, or check out this video, they will follow because of that relationship that she's built in there. So when I say, yeah, put your videos on YouTube, also interact with other social media platforms, with your target audience, with groups of your niche that you could depend on after you built up that relationship. Don't get in there and put 2 posts up in a week and now you say, oh, well, I'm part of this group, I'm going to drop my links on there, because they'll boot your ass out of there so fast, like Gamblers Unknown did with me. I think it was like maybe the 4th or 5th post. I tried to post something and he's like, hey, bro, him and his channel manager at the same time, hey, you can't do that shit in here. Did you read the rules? Hey, you can't do that, but you could build up a relationship. Now I'm good friends with him, and he's opened up his platform Sundays for creators because he saw there was a need to help other creators out. That's what you have to do. You have to build that niche, not just have followers on your Facebook page, but I'm talking about going into groups and interacting with them. Yeah, you can get followers on Facebook. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about interacting with groups that are on Facebook, big groups that are on Facebook, bring something of value to them and keep bringing that value to them. Keep posting content, keep posting questions, and then they will start to recognize you as a value to their Facebook group and then start doing that. Nope, I don't do Sundays anymore. Too much whining. Oh, there you go. Somebody whined and got it kicked off. That's what happens, guys. That's definitely what happens. But understand the niche you're in. You're in an expensive niche, and I'm trying to give you some tips that will stop you from hemorrhaging money out of things. Have a plan for your channel. Have a growth plan. If you're just doing it for fun, just do it for fun, but do it for fun with a plan. Once a week, twice a week, whatever that is, be consistent, and if it feels like work, you see channels that get, overwhelmed. For instance, if you didn't see the interview with Spanglish Slots, she only came into this niche for a little bit. She's overwhelmed herself because it takes up so much time and so much focus, and it takes up a lot of money in order to produce content on the slot channel niche. So niche down, grow up, consistent content, understand your audience, make sure you have relevant titles and thumbnails, have a plan for growth on your channel, plan for social media. Don't beg people for likes. Make sure your target audience isn't other creators in the same niche, because you're not going to go anywhere, and have fun with it, producing content. If you could have fun producing content, you're going to grow no matter what. It may not be as fast as you want it to be. However, you will grow if you stay consistent and you keep improving each time you touch something. Each video you put out, learn from it. Look at other creators, see what they're doing. And remember the target audience. That's important, because if you're trying to put titles and thumbnails up there that are relevant to other creators, that's not going to get to the audience that you want to get to. Try and figure out the audience as best you can. Big Norm Scratcher, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Decall 17802, thank you. I appreciate you guys being in here doing that. So with that being said, those are your 15 reasons, with the bonus one in there of the mistakes that slot channels make. They don't really think about it too well. Focus your channel on something specific, find out your niche, and keep going. We're going to do a chat recap from yesterday. It's going to be a short one. Bradley Jones says, I don't have the patience for tattoos. We were talking about, do you have any tattoos? I didn't get my first tattoo until I was 54. That's because I got it. All 4 of my kids have a rhino tattoo, and I felt like I needed to show my support as well, since they all got the rhino tattoo for me. That's why I got it at age 54. It was supposed to be this big. However, it's about that big on my leg, and it hurt like a bitch, but now I want another one. Gamblers Unknown says he's up every night past 3 a.m. Hey, I believe it. He's a hard worker, and he has insomnia. Susan wants to dance with Bruce Springsteen. She says, I get up at 4 a.m. to go to boxing classes. Hey, that's amazing if you get up at 4 a.m. to do that. I get up at 3:30 a.m. every morning, regardless, to watch you guys and your videos. I love and enjoy those videos. And I appreciate everybody that's in here. She also says, we won't talk about that. I think I was talking about her changing her name to Susan wants to do something else with Bruce Springsteen. She didn't want to talk about that. Penny D says, let's talk about gas prices being below $4. Hey, maybe for you, not for me. It's still a little bit above $5, but I'm happy to be paying $5 versus almost 7 something a little while back. Hey, I'm just saying. Gamblers Unknown wants to know where the co-host is. I don't see her in the chat today. However, maybe there might be something happening in the future. We'll see about that. Randy the Slot Wizard says, Sister Yoshi, please tell RhinoMan to stop texting me 789 times a day, or I'll have a restraining order put on him. Bro, I've only started. I'm going to have the robocalls start coming to you as well. Gamblers Unknown, you could join the membership. He calls out the wrong name, the wrong channel. He calls out everything wrong. You know I absolutely do. Marjorie Johnson says slot lizards are fun, entertaining channel. Absolutely they are, Marjorie. They absolutely are. Bradley Jones, if you're missing the slot lizards live streams, you're missing out. Hey, he's a big fan of theirs. So am I. Josh Paff, I watch almost every time they are live, meaning the slot lizards. Buddha Edwin Edward says slot lizards in the house. Intro, yes. They're an awesome channel. Absolutely. Let's see. Here we go with Randy again. Randy the Slot Wizard says, I never thanked you for the 100% pure skunk hide official RhinoMan socks. You know why I never thanked you. Hey, I'm just saying I sent those special for you. They even have your name embroidered on the side. I hope you keep them, sell them on eBay, whatever you need to do. Gamblers Unknown says, this is the best Dragon Link denom bet. You could bet on Dragon Link if you could afford it. It's the $2 denom, $10 bet. They landed the grand on that. And he said, that's funny. That's the same bet, same exact spot our last orb was when he landed the grand, meaning Gamblers Unknown. Hey, I'm going to have to start betting $2 denom, $10 bets. Bradley Jones, hours and hours of packed entertainment on Saturday night with the Lizards. Hey, I agree. Susan wants to dance with Bruce Springsteen. We were talking about what's your favorite number. Mine is 32 because of Magic Johnson. She said 32 was OJ's favorite prison cell number. Hey, I would believe that. Absolutely. Buddha Edwin Ebert, bro, I appreciate you. He says, we love you, Rhino Man. Randy, the Slot Wizard, said, did anyone ever tell you you're handsome? I didn't think so. Thank you for that, Randy. You're a gem. You are absolutely a gem. And then we'll end it with Randy the Slot Wizard. Sister Yoshi, I finally learned how to speak Rhino Man. That was pure torture. If you guys know, I stumble over my words. I do whatever I can to read the chat as it's going by and to struggle with my dyslexia and reading everything else. But that's who I am. I'm not going to change who I am for anybody. However, I am improving, guys, and I got some new readers here from my future co-host. That's her, Rain's World. If you see the banner, you want your name on the banner, your logo on the banner, just hit me up. You could cash at me $20. You could join the membership. You could leave super chats throughout the week, and I'll put it up for a month. Hey, it's all good. We're going to keep adding to this. I appreciate all 52 of you people in here. Please hit that thumbs up button on your way out. I would appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hey, until tomorrow, we have another countdown coming tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. I'm going to have some videos to show you. Until then, let the good times roll, baby. I will talk to you then. Love you guys. Bye.